Revenge. Revenge. That is what Caitlin Clark got last night. She got revenge. Revenge against the USA coach who did not pick her. And then you never know. She might end up picking her 4 years down the line. But she did get revenge. Before we get on to, if you guys are new to the channel, subscribe. Thank you guys so much for 22,500 subscribers. If we get to 22.6k by the end of the day, that'd be incredible. And yeah, if you guys don't know, when Caitlin Clark did not get picked for Team USA, she was publicly talking about how, eventually they're going to, she's going to make it eventually. But Christy Sides I don't even mind Christy Sides saying this. A lot of people are like, oh, she lost trust in players from saying this. I don't really know. Like, Christy Sides, when Caitlin Clark found out, Clark told her coach, hey, they woke up a monster. And I have missed it. And then she had a bad game 2 games later after scoring 30. But this is what happened after she didn't make the Olympic team.
Roster. Caitlin's not on it. What was your reaction when you saw that list come out yesterday?
Yeah, a little disappointed, of course. She's my player. That's the hardest team in the world to make, right? Like, that is a tough team. She's young. She's going to have so many opportunities in the future.
How did you coach her up through that, or did you talk to her at all through that to make it more of a motivating factor than anything?
Yeah, we talked actually on the bus. She got the call on the bus, and she texted me to let me know. And, I just tried to keep her spirits. I mean, the thing she said was, hey, Coach, they woke a monster, which I thought was awesome.
And they 100% did wake a monster. They woke up a player who is creating points at a historic rate since that game. That game was June 9th. That was June the 9th June the 8th when she found out, I think. Do you know what Caitlin Clark has done since June the 8th? If A'ja Wilson did not exist, since June the 8th, Caitlin Clark would be the MVP. I'm not joking. Since that day, the only player that has, without question, played better than her. And again, there are players you can 100% argue. Like, Sabrina's been great. Alyssa Thomas has still been great. There have been a lot of players. But if you want to look what happened since June the 8th, they were, at this stage, had not gone on their win streak. They were 2-9. 2-9. They beat the Mystics, Caitlin Clark with 30. They lost to the Sun. It's the Sun. They beat the Dream. Struggle from Caitlin Clark. They beat the Sky, Caitlin Clark's best game. And this was Caitlin Clark's best game up to that point in the season, where she had... What did she have? She was 7 of 11 from the field. She had 23, 9, and 8. She was like 1 rebound, 2 assists, 2 rebounds, 1 assist off a triple-double in a win where she did it on 11 shots. And then they beat the Mystics comfortably. She was pretty decent in this game. She was really good against the Atlanta Dream in the first half especially. She was on triple-double watch in the first quarter. Then they lost to the Sky. She was still unbelievable, by the way. She was still ridiculously good. I think it was like 17 and 13. Against the Storm, bad game all around. Mercury, 1 rebound off a triple-double. Ace is great through 3 quarters off of 4th for the whole team. Then she had a triple-double. Then against the Mystics, she had 29 points, 13 assists. Like, ridiculous game. Absolutely ridiculous game. Against the Mercury again, she didn't shoot the ball the greatest. About 13 assists, 7 assists in the first quarter, and then a 4th quarter performance for the Ages. So since saying she woke up a monster, since not making the USA team, look, A'ja Wilson's been better. I'm not going to argue that. But since that day, on June the 9th, this is a team that was 2-9. So since then, they have lost 5 games. They have won 9. They're 9-5 since then, which is a pretty damn good record, which is probably, I'm trying to think who has had a better record since then. The Sun, maybe. Because I know the Sun the Sun I think have probably the same record, maybe not as many wins. They were undefeated at that point. The Liberty have had a better record, and the Aces have had a better record, and that's it. That is it since June the 9th. I think they have the 3rd best record, and Caitlin Clark has been playing ball since then. She's creating points at a historically great level. And then, look at what she did. This is when you know, okay, I got revenge. This is when you know this is revenge. So So she walks down the floor, clapping, staring down Cheryl Reeve, the coach, staring her down as she's walking, and then hyping up her own crowd at home. Like, that is the most, and you can see while that's happening. Like, look at Katie Lou. She knows exactly what Caitlin Clark is doing, because the smiling isn't for now. She knows you can tell, chasing after Caitlin Clark's scream, she knows exactly what has just happened. And that is where it's like, I've seen people just being like, she's done this. This is like another level of psycho. They're like staring you down after beating you while hyping up your own crowd because she knows they're there for her. People are just like, that is another level of psycho. And I'm not going to lie. That is probably a good way to describe it. Like, the WNBA has never had a player like this. They've never really had players that are able to that are a lot of time, even players and coaches that are able to deal with this huge pressure, deal with this huge crowd. And in fairness, the rookies all have. Like your Cameron Brinks, your Angel Reeses especially, have dealt with this. They've dealt with it through college, so they know what they're doing better than most WNBA vets. Someone like an Aja Wilson knows how to deal with it because she has been a full-on celebrity. But Caitlin Clark, in that moment right there, three of them. The three of them willed their team to that. Caitlin Clark, Leah Boston, and Kelsey Mitchell with Lexi Hull as well. The four of them willed their team to a comeback. Not just by Caitlin Clark. Caitlin Clark obviously led. She pushed the pace. She was the on-floor general. But Leah Boston and Kelsey Mitchell were brilliant too. But you saw it there. Even again in a bad game where she pulled it off. In a game where Christy Sides did everything in her power to stop her. Like, again, I've said it. The only person that can stop Caitlin Clark is Christy Sides. She is the only person. And it's not stop Caitlin Clark the person, because I think you can stop Caitlin Clark the person. You can't stop Caitlin Clark the system. So I think the only person right now in the WNBA that's equipped to stop Caitlin Clark the system is Christy Sides. And my funniest thing about it all is that I actually think there will be another team that win with this system before Caitlin Clark does. Even though she's the best orchestrator, I think she's at an incompetent franchise, and they might actually go and try to play this old-fashioned style, and there's going to be another team that are going to be like, well, we're just going to do that, but we've actually are going to fully buy into it. But that was when you know she's got her revenge. That is when you know. Like, you can see everybody else happy. You can see everybody else there smiling. They know they've won the game. 10 seconds to go. Caitlin Clark not smiling at all. Just staring down the coach. Like, not even, like, smiling. She knows she won the game. Everyone else, like, was really happy. She's there. No. We've won this. Yeah. Let's see the crowd go wild. In her own home gym while staring her down. Like, that is levels of pettiness that we have not seen in the WNBA. That is a level of petty that we see from a Kobe, from a Jordan. That is like the "and I took it personally" meme. I'm telling you guys, like, mentality-wise, she is freaking Kobe. As far as the WNBA is concerned, I say never seen before, but Taurasi has a similar mentality. But yeah, if you guys thought Kobe and Jordan were psychos, this is the damn female Kobe. Sorry. Taurasi was as well. This is one of the two female Kobe and Jordans.